Hey guys, it's Grand Admiral Thrawn, and as you saw in today's thumbnail, I was wrong. To elaborate on that, a while ago, for the 5-year anniversary of Solo, I did a Black Series review of Beckett. And in that video, I talked about how some of the Solo figures weren't that good, because some of them weren't. However, I was wrong because in that video, I said that the young Han figure was bad. And I did believe that it was until I actually saw it in person, and then I got one. The reason I thought this was bad is because all the pictures say it was bad, and then people that most people hate Solo, so they automatically would talk bad about the figure. I actually like Solo, and now I actually really like this figure. So before we start this review, I would like to take a minute to apologize to every single one of the young Han Solo action figures in Black Series form. I am sorry, young Han Solo at Black Series figures. Now that that's out of the way, let's get into this review of this figure. And right out of the gate, I really like how they did Han's clothing, in that they got it right in how Han wears a brown jacket in Solo. Well, he's got a brown jacket here, and I really like the jacket. They did a good job with it. They got it right of how he's got those black spots on the top of his jacket at his shoulders. Throughout the figure, they got the pants right and how he's wearing dark blue pants, but he's got those red lines like he has in Empire. He's wearing boots like he is in the movie. But the thing of clothing that I think they did the best of is his holster. Because I own 3 Han Solo figures. This is actually my 3rd Black Series review of a Han Solo. And out of all 3 of them, not a single one, except this one, has a holster that you can put the blaster in and close the pin, okay? This is the only one of them where you can actually close the holster on the blaster. It's a little hard for me to actually see here. Hang on a second. But yeah, like this. The holster, none of the other 2 do that. Hoth Han doesn't do it, and the 40th anniversary of Jedi Han doesn't do it, okay? Neither of them do it. So I am so glad that there is finally a Han Solo where you can close the holster. I know that this figure came out a while ago, but the point is that I just really like the fact that this holster you can close. I like how the holster has like the clip on it, and that is also on the back of the holster. On the side, he's got like a little comm link, and it looks pretty good. As I mentioned a bit ago, they have the red stripes on his pants, like how they are in Empire and in Solo. One thing that's a little odd, I'm pretty sure that he does wear a black shirt at one point in the movie, but for the most part, his shirt is actually like blue. Like as you can see on my shirt, it's blue. But yeah, I know that he does wear a black shirt underneath the jacket at one point in the movie, so that's not something wrong with the figure. The face of this figure is also very good, okay? Like this is the main thing. Like all the pictures I saw, somehow his face just looked weird. It didn't look like how young Han does in Solo. And the figure actually does a good job of that. This looks like young Han Solo, and I think they really did a good job of that. The hair, they captured that part, and then the face looks pretty good. His only accessory is his blaster, and I think that's the only one that you need. If I could have said anything else, maybe his lucky dice, because that's a big part of the movie. And it actually elaborates on, in Return of the Jedi, why they were, not Return of the Jedi, The Last Jedi, why they were important. And so, yeah, maybe his dice, but other than that, I think his blaster is the only accessory you need. Maybe some coaxium, but that's not really required. The only thing I'd say they needed to give him was his blaster. It does the usual of how one of the figure's hands can hold the blaster, and it's pretty good. It looks just like Han Solo's blaster, of how it's like that, and it looks just like how the blaster does in Solo, because it's a little different in Solo. Not much, just that the front here isn't silver yet, I think. Around the bottom where you would grab the holster is brown, and I think they did a good job at that. So yeah, I really like the blaster. This isn't a new mold. They have done this blaster before, but it works here, and if it works, they don't need to fix it. So yeah, I really like this figure. I came around on it, and I'm glad that I did. So we will come back to the figure, but for right now, I'm going to talk a little about the box. It's just a red box. There's not much I can say about it that's unique. On the bottom here, you have a picture of young Han, and it doesn't specify that it's young Han Solo. It just says Han Solo. I mean, I don't think they would do that, but I like the fact that it does say Han Solo. It's a good picture. They could have done something a bit more, but I honestly think this one's pretty good. On the back, same picture, but a little bigger. He is number 62 of the red box wave. And on the side here, it's a little information about Han Solo. Han Solo reinvents himself, after leaving behind his old life. Now Solo growing increasingly comfortable traveling with lawbreakers and scoundrels. Yeah, that about sums up Han and Solo. The box isn't much, there's not much unique about it. On the side here, it does say Han Solo, and I can't actually tell with the gray lettering right now because I'm wearing my helmet, but I know they definitely were able to fit Han. Oh yeah, okay. Oh wow, they actually were able to fit. Nope. Okay, never mind. They were able to fit Han Sol. Yeah, I think it would have been better if they just left it at Han, because then it wouldn't just be SOL. But, yeah. So, I do think they did a great job with this figure's box, and with the figure itself. I really came around on this figure. I will be linking the Beckett Black Series review to this one in either the comments or the description. Basically, all of my opinions on that Beckett figure video are the exact same, except for when I talk bad about this figure. I again apologize, Han Solo figures. It was my mistake. I should have actually seen one of the figures in person before saying. It's just like every image made this figure look bad. But in person, this figure is not bad. As a matter of fact, I'd say it's a 10 out of 10. Because it looks like young Han Solo. It comes with his blaster, and as long as it looks like the character, and it's a functioning action figure, like he's got good posability with it. I mean, he doesn't have any flaws with the character, like there's nothing that's against continuity of Star Wars for Han Solo, so yeah, I think they did a great job with this Han figure. I recommend Solo. It's an underrated movie in my opinion. I'm always going to stand by that opinion, no matter what people say. And I'm going to stand by this figure from now on. So, anyway, this is Grand Admiral Thrawn signing off. This figure is a 10 out of 10, and I look forward to our next encounter in my next video.